I awoke early in the night to venture to the far lands of my homeland on the day of Easter. Before leaving, I made my way to the refrigerator and took out two elixirs of energy to make the long journey. I donned my trusty leather armor and set off to the point where the magical carriages the people of these lands call buses pick up people to drive them wherever they need. As I awaited the bus, I partook of my rations so as not to travel on an empty stomach. The bus arrived, and I entered as it took me to the place called the bus station. By the time I arrived, the sun was beginning to banish the darkness of the night. I awaited there as a grand bus arrived to take me to my ancestral home. The journey was long and perilous, as we journeyed through ancient lands covered in thick mists, fields worked by great machines of iron and steel, and the many towns in between. Finally, the bus arrived at the point where I must disembark, as I must continue my quest afoot, for the bus must travel in a different direction.
Chodź. Proszę.
And so I made my way to the village whence my origins lie. As I journeyed along the road, I finally stumbled across the first signs of civilization, the sidewalk. At last, after the long journey, I arrived at the home of my matron, from whence I set forth to the sanctum of my great ancestor. But alas, it was guarded by a guardian most terrifying. Steel yourselves, my viewers, for the footage you are about to see is not for the faint of heart.
Ой. Капой, Ой.
The beast bested. I sat amongst my kin at the grand table to partake of the food, the guardian recovering in the hands of its mistress. Yet now, with the guardian felled, I was tasked with unleashing two beasts most dire to take its place as guardian.
Барышня не скотує. Ой, прошу. Anca şeyler olyan saulės karšta. Žinoma.
Finally, after the feast, and with my quest complete, I had made my way to a bed, and embraced the sweet embrace of slumber.